Abracadabra bitches, welcome back to my silly little vlog. I am the High Witch, or Amy Sundays as you may know me. I have many names they call me. I need to explain something about your ego. Your ego is necessary in your life. I have met a lot of people, especially spiritual ones, who will tell you that they don't have an ego. It's not a spiritual thing. It's actually the opposite of a spiritual thing, to try and get rid of your ego, and only your ego can do that. So basically what you're saying is you have a self-sabotaging ego, and your ego needs to protect yourself. Your ego protects your energy. Your ego is it's the part of you that can be perceived by other people. So I get why when you're on a spiritual journey, in the beginning stages of that, when you learn about your ego, when you start to separate from your ego, you want to get rid of it. However, your efforts will be futile. I think that's the right word. Basically, it's ridiculous, because you'll just cease to exist without an ego. You only then exist in other people. Your energy will just leak out everywhere, and it's not contained, it's not yours. Your ego needs to be built. Egos can cause a lot of problems if we identify with them, and also if we deny them. Your ego serves a purpose. There has to be balance. Your ego is the outside world, and then your spirit is the inside world. Your spirit has no way to express itself without your ego. So your ego is so necessary for the safety of your spirit, of your energy. It is your container. I guess you could call your body your ego, in terms of the words that you speak and the way that you make people feel, and how you creatively express yourself with everything, your hair, your skin, and if perhaps your ego doesn't include any kind of creative expression, and is just down to let's say you didn't even ever put clothes on and it was just down to your skin, your body will express itself in terms of your skin health, in your skin attractiveness, and all of these things. Your body is an expression of yourself. It's your vessel, it's your home, it's your container. It's not you. Your body isn't you. Otherwise, when your body stops working, you would not exist anymore. And we know that that's not true. We know that people who can't walk or talk still exist and have feelings, and actually are able to communicate, given the technology we have in the world nowadays. So basically, it's so important to have an ego. I know that so many people want to get rid of their ego. What you can do, we all do experience ego deaths, and then a rebirth comes from that. An ego death doesn't mean that your ego ceases to exist. It's just the end of one cycle. It's just the end of one version of you. You can have daily ego deaths. This is a possibility. Your ego is there to be of service. You just need to understand in what way your ego can serve you. Your ego cannot serve you spiritually. Only spirit can do that. Your ego can serve you egotistically. If you're a kind, good-hearted person, that is your ego. That is your ego. Your ego is a good, kind-hearted person. Because you can't only be a good, kind-hearted person. You must have upset someone in your childhood, maybe. Perhaps you might have upset someone. You've definitely upset someone, okay? Being alive means upsetting someone, okay? Because at least your mum fucking cried when she pushed you out of her vagina, or someone sliced her open for you to come out. There was definitely some emotion in that. So you always are going to be the bad guy in someone's story. It doesn't make you a bad person. we're getting there. We're getting there. We're learning it all. We're learning it all together. When these words come out of my mouth, I'm like, wow. Oh my God. I didn't know that, but I knew that. Like, I'm not actually, sometimes I'm not telling, I'm remembering. Always, I'm never telling. I'm always remembering. And you are too. You don't need me to tell you this information. You already know what I'm saying, which is why it rings true. Because it's true. Anyway, just take care, all right? Be careful. Just be careful with your words. Do not get attached to your thoughts. Breathe. It's very important to have an ego. It's very important to become self-aware. Your ego needs to be built on your self-awareness. Your ego is built from your self-awareness. So when you're like a bullshit person, when you are not living authentically, the things you say about yourself are not true in reality. Like, for example, when someone says, I'm just a very clean and tidy person, but when you go around their house, they are living in a pigsty. And some people want you to believe something about them that is not true. And this is not your ego. This is a lie. Your ego isn't a lie. A lie is a lie. The truth is the truth. Your ego is your ego. That's really all I wanted to say. Watch your mouth. Watch your thoughts. Mind your business. Stay in your lane. Everything is going to be okay. And I will see you in your dreams.